Hi, I'm Monica from Australia. This is a story about how I found myself driving 40,000 kilometres across Canada and the United States with a mission to make a documentary that is positive and inspiring. The story begins when I planned a trip to Canada with my mum. I have tons of relatives here that I hadn't met since I was a child, and the trip was only meant to be for 2 months. Rental cars are a rip-off, so we decided to buy a car and sell it before we leave. And then this happened.
So, I bought a van you can sleep in, so now, this is my life. I live in a van. I don't know when I'm coming home.
I'm 30, single and childless. If there's ever a good time to do a road trip across Canada, now is the time. And so the story began. I met my amazing relatives, which really made me proud of where I came from and what my roots are. Then I went road tripping with my dad for a few weeks.
Hi, sweetheart.
Like, I'm right here. Yeah.
Did you have a hard day, Dad?
You're blackmailing me.
Dad wants to pretend that we got shipwrecked. And what would you do with that?
You put that in the top. We're going to live here for a few months.
Because,
Because the communists are after us.
Oh.
Because we cheated on our tax.
The communists are after us because we cheated on our tax.
Yeah.
Dad, I think you should start your own show called, John Goes Wild.
John goes wild.
What do you think of the view, Dad?
The view of you or the view of the town?
The town.
The town is great. Fantastic.
And being with Dad in the last couple of weeks alone with just him, I've learnt so much about him. And I love him more than I did before, if that's even possible. And but now I'm traveling alone, and I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm really excited, but I'm really nervous too. I'm meeting as many local people as I can to find cool stories. The mainstream media is generally so negative, but there's a lot of positivity out there, but we just don't hear about it because we're not looking for it and we're not asking the right questions.
Like, I would help anybody if they need help.
Yeah.
In the community, if anything happens, like a disaster, someone's house burns or we have fundraisers to raise money to help the families that can't.
What do you think is the number one key to keeping a strong marriage?
First is, I think that you need to have a common faith and a common systems of goals.
I think it's being willing to not keep a laundry list of wrongs that you may have done to each other. I think it's being gracious and forgiving.
Communication and just respect for each other.
Trust,
Love for one another and respect.
and having common interests with you.
If you had 24 hours to live, what would you spend the last 24 hours doing?
Holy moly, that's a great question. Visiting friends and family.
Storing up as many memories as I can for other people to have.
I would just like to spend it with family.
When you are feeling the happiest, or when you lay in bed and you feel the most content with your day, what have you done?
But spending a lot of time with friends and family, or accomplished something pretty major, or I impacted somebody's life very positively in some way.
I think being with my husband and my family.
Instead, if you had one piece of advice you could share with the whole world, what would it be?
Just love people more. Stop being about yourself. That's
Work hard, but also be willing to compromise.
Try not to be on the defensive, try to be more on the offensive side.
To enjoy every day and to love thy neighbor as thyself.